Welcome to IPC. Today we're going to talk about half-life. And I'm going to start by you doing a little quirky demonstration about the half-life of a Reese's in the Walker household. It's really short. Watch it. As soon as they hear the crinkling, they start running.
Well, hey Mom, can I have half these Reese's?
Sure, but save the rest for your brothers and sisters.
Okay, I'll just eat this much.
Hey Mom, can I have some Reese's?
What? Sure. You can have half. 10 seconds.
Hey Mom, can I have some Reese's?
Oh, it's gone fast, but yes, you can have half of them. 10 seconds.
Hey Mom, can I have more Reese's?
There's only a few, there's only 4. Yeah, I guess you can have half. Okay, cut it from here because I gotta save the rest of them for myself. Other half-lives of food in my household would be ding dongs. It's got a 30-second half-life. Every 30 seconds, half of it goes. Cheetos. If you crinkle this and open this up, every 45 seconds, another half of it disappears. Now there are other things that have a longer shelf life. Here's my next experiment. I'm going to test how long it takes for half of this to disappear.
Day 3.
Still waiting.
$3:28 a.m. One eternity later.
Oh, hey Mom, can I have a carrot?
You want a carrot? Yes. Yes. There it is, folks. The half-life of a carrot in the Walker household is 47 days. Hello, hello. Thank you for tolerating my corny video. I want to follow up just for a second about half-life and radiation. We know that radiation is when an unstable nucleus spits out particles, maybe an alpha particle, a beta particle. But how do we know when that's going to occur? We don't really necessarily know when that's going to occur. But we do know that if you take a sample of a radioactive isotope, we do know that we can predict how much will decay in a certain period of time. An example I gave you in my Reese's earlier, I had a certain amount of Reese's on my plate to start, and let's say I have 8 here. After 10 seconds, they left the plate, and they didn't necessarily disappear. When those Reese's left the plate, they turned into something else, right? They decayed into a different element or something. In this case, it was like, not to be too gross, but stomach contents, right? After the Reese's were eaten, they turned into stomach content. And then after another 10 seconds, we could predict that another 50% would turn into stomach content. And after another 10 seconds, what was left of what's left, 50% would decay into something else. And then after another 10 seconds, we know that this would decay. Half of the sample that's left would decay into stomach contents, and so on and so on. Every 10 seconds, what was left, half of it would decay. And that is half-life. What we start here with is called the parent, the parent nucleus, and what it turns into is the daughter nucleus. So this side, the Reese's would be like the parent nucleus, and the stomach contents would be like the daughter nucleus. Your book has a definition for half-life as this. Half-life is the amount of time it takes for half of a nucleus in a sample of an isotope to decay. But I think it's important to add a little dab to the end of it to remember that it's not decaying and it's gone, it's turned into something. So maybe you can think of it like this. Half-life is the amount of time it takes for half of the nuclei in a sample of an isotope to decay into another substance. So it's decaying into something else. I guess that's all I have. We're gonna be working problems, practice problems with half-life. We're gonna be calculating the half-life and how much of a parent nucleus is left, or how much of a daughter nucleus is left after a certain period of time. And so we're gonna have lots of fun with half-life calculations.